I'm hoping to get the same result out of Oakland, honestly.
Oh, Genesis?
Yeah.
Is the match already starting?
Yeah, it's starting right now. This is game 1 on Stadium 2. We got.
All right, so we got which one's Suop and which one's
Suop
Relwrd?
is Inkling and Relwrd is Yoshi.
Okay. Yeah,
and
Suop there with just the balls.
Wait a minute. Little did we know, Cloud's supposed to start with 2 stocks.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
Yeah, I barely even noticed that. I was
about that. Oh wait. Oh, he's living.
Oh, and that roller tech, getting that recovery. So yeah, this is gonna be interesting. A Yoshi and an Inkling.
Yeah. Yoshi is. Yeah. Honestly, I'm not sure how well they would synergize. Like, I saw them playing double Yoshi earlier, and it looked absolutely disgusting. But
yeah, and you know, it's like I feel like because obviously EZPZ and MP are very, you know, they're brothers. They have team synergy. This is the team they ran throughout all Smash 4, so they have a general idea of what the other can do. And you know, Peach just has little hits that Cloud can capitalize on. Yeah. Whereas Yoshi and Inkling, they just seem just like it's hard to envisage what exactly strengths they play off of with each other. You know, I guess we'll see.
I mean, Yoshi, I can see it working because Yoshi has oppressive air game and oppressive air damage like that back air. And since Suop's Ink is able to amplify damage, like I feel like it could work. Like just get him inked and then just let Yoshi do the rest of the work, especially with the high damage output and him being a surprisingly heavy character.
Yeah. And you know that may very well be true because if you remember at the beginning of the match, Suop just started out just you know, blowing ink in
I'm not sure
MP's face.
Yeah, but that kind of came back at him because he pretty much has low ink for the entire stock, had no chance to recharge.
And I apologize, I've been calling him MP, but apparently he now goes by KingIsopod.
Is that? I'm not gonna call him that.
Yeah, we'll call him KI.
Like MP's just easier. See him. Okay, so it makes it back. So
MP, he's down a good bit, and that cross slash. So
it's bad now.
Yeah, it's really it's amazing. He landed on Mata and me several times, and we lived like 120. So this, like I said, MP and EZPZ ran this team forever in Smash 4, but it's just like, you know, the cross slash just isn't as effective anymore. He does occasionally get good finishing touches, so that's still intact.
Yeah, I got my. Yeah, and I can feel that. Man, the neutral air on her is so bad now. It's literally just the same thing. Like that thing doesn't kill till over 200 now. It's actually kind of depressing. All right, getting a good amount of paint on Blake though. Let's see if they can capitalize.
So good awareness from MP there, trying to seeing that EZPZ was having a hard time.
But the roller and Cloud is gone.
So this is going to be difficult because, as you mentioned, Yoshi has a very oppressive air game, and the whole time EZPZ is going to have to be aware of things like Inkling Roller.
Yeah, of course.
He's going to be shooting him with ink, so this is going to be.
Yeah, it's definitely. Peach doesn't have a solid air game as well. Oh my god. Good to see the 30% down air still intact. All right, they're gonna. They
maybe not quite what they were looking for.
And I think she's at 2. I think he's at 2. Peach is at 2 high % for that to work anyway. He just blew right over it. All right, it's actually kind of scary. Literally, any hit will kill. Yep.
Aborted sneeze. Those feel horrible.
Oh god, yeah. I can see the kind of strat they're going for though, because literally Hades and United basically the same thing in doubles. Like, it's not quite as effective because we used to run Bayonetta Ryu, and it's the fact that Ryu can just literally, in the same kind of instance, Inkling with the paint and the roller can just oppress the ground, good racking up damage just to get them, just to keep them nice and afraid, and then Yoshi's just a living anti-air.
Yeah, it's
that's literally the entire strat in the conversation. I just jump around, throw out random aerials.
Yeah, and it's you know, as I think we saw in that match, it's scary to stay on the ground versus Inkling, so you kind of want to go into the air against them, and then Yoshi obviously just snipes you.
All right, then game 2, they're staying with it. Both teams are staying with their characters, which is Oh my god, what's his load time? There we go.
Alright.
FD, solid pick. I feel like... I'm not sure about the FD, because... I think Relwrd is going to be perfectly content on this map, because if he's not pressing in the air, he's just going to zone out with eggs. And the same can be said for Inkling for support fire with the, I believe she has a, her dumpy's the grenade.
I'm guessing maybe they feel that because Relwrd was able to recover onto the platforms a good bit, so maybe just having lacking those platforms will make it a little easy to snipe Relwrd out of the air. And also,
oh my god, he's still alive. We saw Threx flying. Maybe flying.
So not quite with that forward smash.
Nah.
Yoshi's a big fat dino.
Thick boy.
Thick boy.
Thick boy. Thick tennis ball.
It's always so hard to comment on parries because it's never clear if they're intentional. I mean, there are parries that are very clearly intentional, but 90% of the time it's very unclear.
Honestly, yeah, it's weird. Honestly, that's the first thing I tried to get good at this game, to be honest, the parries, because I feel like they're going to be so critical in this game.
I think in very important areas, I think
it's a very good defensive option, but at the same time, it's going to be a little bit more. It's going to be used by the aggressors as well, trying to because they're going to be constantly throwing on shield, trying to bait out the parries.
Right.
And then and then we start getting those kind of seeing punishes off of those failed attempts.
Yeah, and we see here now that things are almost dead even. KingIsopod taking a little bit more damage than Suop, but for all intents and purposes, this is pretty much a dead even game. It looks like some adaptations are taking place.
Yeah, a slight edge to blue team though. Peach and Yoshi are out the door in terms of their stocks, but Cloud is also starting to get kind of an uncomfortable situation in terms of percentage.
Yeah, and I think even now, and that'll be that stock, so it is not quite even anymore. EZPZ and KingIsopod have a slight. Actually, no, I'd still call it slight. It's still evenish because KingIsopod's very high. Another hit.
Both of them are. Oh, there's the back air taking out Blake's first stock. The parry!
That was an excellent
That was
parry.
A very intentional parry, and he is gone.
That was the perfect example of
very
something
intentional.
That was very intentional.
Yes. That was beautifully executed. And now we're starting to see it. We're kind of more towards the even ground now.
So I'm still having trouble. I think really the team synergy here between Relwrd and Suop is just they're very much just trying to. I don't think there's really any unifying gimmick or to their game plan. I think they're just trying to play solidly and kind of play around with what the other does. Just basic team synergy.
Yeah, it's more player synergy because they do team in doubles quite frequently, even in 4 and our character synergy might not be on point, but the player synergy is what is able to carry them.
I think that is absolutely true.
The roller.
Oh, and ends up.
But no, it's still. Yeah, no. Good thing cross slash is there now, because that would have been all right. Stock for stock, I like it.
And it's interesting to know too that it is it's a lot easier in Smash Ultimate, it seems, than Smash 4 to do friendly fire, just because carrying over that aerial momentum. Obviously you have attack canceling, but I don't think that it's realistic to do that every. That's more. You have to kind of plan that out ahead of time, not something using the heat of the moment.
Unless you're Rosalina, and then that's literally the only reason why you're a thing.
Yeah.
Rip Luma.
But it's just because you carry all that momentum with you when you jump, it's a lot harder to delicately space around certain things, which makes friendly fire a much
sure. Yeah. And even with moves where it's kind of hard to stop, and the same thing, it's kind of where moves where you just carry ground momentum as well, like the paint roller. We've seen it several times now. Kind of Chase getting caught like a crossfire.
Suop did not make it back. That turnip sealed the deal.
But it is Yoshi, and looks like Cloud is on his way out the door.
Yep. If Relwrd can seal the deal on Cloud here, I think it's pretty
very manageable game too. Yes.
But of course, EZPZ knows that. Obviously a classic doubles play.
Yeah.
You have the weakest link in terms of percentage, not skill necessarily, but just the one who's going to presumably be easiest to take out is going to be the target. So they're not going to be paying attention to the other guy too much.
Alright, looks like Relwrd slowly, never mind, is slowly trying to take back center stage, but now it's starting to look like more and more of a lost fight. We have Peach guarding the edge. MP has limit on deck. We'll see how he burns it. Blade beam? No, almost though.
But since his teammate lost his stock, it doesn't look like Relwrd took a single.
He burnt his the turnip's caught his jump. That was. He did his best he could, but it's a solid ledge play. And that is what makes, and even in 4, that's what makes Peach so dangerous, is the fact that, like, she has solid damage output in this game, but the fact that she can just constantly patrol the ledge with a turnip play, with float cancel aerials.
Yeah, and turnips are so much more useful now. At least it seems.
Yeah, it's true.
You know, and obviously, especially at the ledge, because in Smash 4, it never seemed like they just didn't have enough knockback to really, unless you caught someone out of their double jump.
Right. And we saw a perfect example of that there in that last stock. Alright, we're a little less hesitant on the selection now. I think they're going through stages, and then we'll see if they're going to go through and try and trudge through and adapt, or if we start seeing some character switches in the final game.
And we have two partners conferring, seeing what they can suss out.
Yeah, they're mostly going for, I think they're going for stage bans at the moment. Alright, let's see the stage.
So, Kiwi, you still main Bayonetta now, right?
Of course.
Yeah, it's so strange. It really is so strange to see Bayonetta just so. I don't think that it's correct to say that she's been neutered.
No, not by no means. By no means.
But she's just much more decentralized.
It's kind of, well, it's like she's balanced or something.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Yeah, every time I've granted the Bayonettas I fought are very few.
Yeah.
But she seems much more reasonable to deal with as Ganon.
Yeah, I mean, not just Ganon, but just in neutral, like in general. Like, people are putting her as a solid mid-tier, and I honestly disagree. And it's not because of character bias or anything. I've basically spent a good amount of time with her since launch.
Sorry, just have to remark on Suop giving Yoshi a little splat kiss there. Yeah. He's like, I love you. I love you. Have some ink.
This is
I'm sure there's a
clearly misfire. This is clearly a professional misfire. Nothing more. Nothing more.
I'm sure there's a dojin somewhere of, I don't know if I pronounced that correctly, but I'm sure there's a dojin somewhere of Inkling spraying ink on their loved ones.
Can we? Yeah, but we probably, considering the context of all that, we should probably. We're just gonna leave that where it is. Anyway, it's all about context.
Much stronger start here than Game 2 from Relwrd and Suop. Now we'll see if they can, not quite, but he's got limits, that should be safe.
Yeah, and he had to burn it to recover, but he's still in it.
But Suop doing an excellent job just sort of weaving in and out. You know, it's that Suop is actually, I don't know if you guys knew, in college he actually is a basket weaving major, so he is very good at weaving in and out between things. He's very good. As you can see, so both EZPZ and KingIsopod have both lost stocks, hanging on to their 3.
You see, Mom, this was a useful degree after all.
So Suop is doing a good job. Just every time he's in a pressure situation, he's rolling behind them and using Inkling's quick aerials to just kind of whack them.
I think I don't think anybody's quite used to that yet because of because honestly, rolling forward is the only way you can really get that kind of flanking position because of the way that they alter the cross-up system.
Yep. And they're having a really hard time sealing that stock, but they're doing a great job not taking too much damage in the meantime.
This DI, he took the ledge, is kind of scary. Okay, so I'm making it back and assuming center stage.
Oh, and that was a great parry from KingIsopod. That was definitely an intentional up smash.
All right.
Usually with the unintentional parries, you'll see them either do nothing or something like an aerial in the wrong direction.
Right. honestly, and oh wait. All right, Suop is still alive. They're not able to close out that stock, but we do have limit on deck.
Oh, and take an easy peasy with him. Just one of that stock. He's like, get out here.
Yeah, that's a very intentional, and that's an intentional setup I've seen do before, because they do like to grab into just some random limit option. Alright.
Oh, and it's like, I love you, Suop. Let me give you a kiss with my head.
Wait a minute, what was that? He rolled, like his shield wasn't up, but he didn't get buried by the roller.
It might have clanked with something earlier, because if it clanks, it'll keep going, but it won't hit you.
Maybe. Okay, that's weird. That's whack.
Because, yeah, like if you clank with it, it'll keep going, but its hitbox will
Oh my
be negated.
god. Okay.
So, again, we're pretty much the same
situation. Finishing touch so bad? It was literally, he could not have been any closer behind him. And just, like, he called out the roll and everything, and it didn't even hit him.
Good.
Okay, is he done? No, he's not. He's pressuring Suop enough to let MP back onto the stage.
Oh my god! That was some great play. Some great sequence of plays, but ultimately it was just that was an overwhelming situation.
Yeah, and then we saw the panic roll from Chase, and that's a paddling.
That's a paddling.
That's a paddling. All right. Let's see this. All right. Oh, okay. We're still. I think
trying to give a little
this survival DI is honestly incredible. I think that's what's honestly making this so manageable, despite being oppressed at the.
Oh, and going for that hard read with
out
that
the
climb
jump
hazard.
with the climb hazard. And
so this
now we have a slight edge to blue team, but this is last stock.
It's still totally doable, but it's just
tournament stocks for all 4 players.
And it's just like both teams are doing so well, but it's just blue team has so much survivability by comparison.
Yeah, because we have, I mean, Yoshi is just sheer weight, and we have just Suop with DI of a lifetime.
And easy peasy trying to maybe make something of
trying
to hit him in his throw animation, but end up hitting
KingIsopod. It was just barely misspaced, and Peach is gone. Let's see if the Cloud can carry. And see that Smash 4 carry.
We'll see if
oh my!
With the wind box.
I didn't even know it had that.
Or maybe not wind box, but
it is a wind box. I think that is a wind box, but I forgot it had that. That was almost. That was some major cheese.
And dropping shield against that cross slash, maybe expecting him to do just a Kara jab or something, but went through with the full
down tilt. Okay.
Oh, is that it?
I think he took his jump. I think they burned his jump.
Maybe try a ledge jump or something.
Yeah. Lost the jump, and that will be